Hello, everybody. My name is Tony Rosano. This is episode 76 of the Affiliate Party Podcast. All right, today, we'll discuss a couple of things. First, have you ever thought about what is your dream living situation? Where would you want to live? If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? What? The beach, the mountain, downtown Manhattan, Tokyo, London, Paris, Lincoln, Nebraska. Where would you? What's an ideal place for you? I had a dream. Me, myself, I'm going to tell you the perfect situation. Me, I would live by the beach in Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, Georgia is one of my favorite places I've been to in the whole wide world. I like it. It's nice. The people are nice. Everything's nice. Nice. I have a nice time every time I go down there. I would. My other favorite place is San Diego, but with the expense and all that jazz, I love San Diego. No, San Diego's very nice. If you've never been to San Diego, check it out. But the reason I bring that up, I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm ready to rock and roll for these next 3 months. Things are coming along pretty well. We're gonna ratchet it up, ratchet this thing up, because just think about it. Say if you start making $10,000, $25,000, however much you start making a month, you could actually or if you're not already in the place. If you're not already living in the, say your ideal, house or whatever, you start making this money online, which I know you will. You start generating income and, really getting a hold of things, then you could just you could paint the dream. It won't be a dream anymore, it'll be reality. So you could paint your own reality. So that's why I know we talked about it yesterday, but these last 3 or 4 months, let's all ratchet it up. Let's all get intense. Now, anyway, I'm sure last night, because today is September 30th, 2020. Last night, I don't know if you saw that shit show we call the presidential election. I don't know about you, but it's kind of sad for our country that this is what we come to. A lot of yelling, a lot of not getting anything done. This is another reason why you and I are entrepreneurs, because you and I don't want anybody to control our destiny. If this doesn't give you, watching that debate last night just gives you more and more reason to say, I got to control my own destiny. I got to do my own thing. I got to get my business up, running, and away, because I think the last 4 years have been, a lot of nonsense and everything, but I just don't know if it's going to get, I don't know. It's just, to be, it's a sad day. That's all I just sort of scratching my head, and it was just a lot of yelling and a lot of, nothing really got, talked about. I know I'm voting for Joe Biden and everything. It's just Trump is a little too unorganized for me, and of course he might be a sneaky racist, so I don't know. But besides the racism, to me he just hasn't done a good job in the last 4 years. So these people become president. They're not your choice. You give them a shot, and then of course, politics. Every politician not gonna agree with everything they say. That would be. But of course, we're not gonna agree with everything anybody. All of us have different ideas, different thoughts. That's why we're, human beings. But it's just after a while you shake your head and you go, this is the America I grew up with. This is, it's a head scratcher. Now, speaking of the election, one thing that I do every day, and you can do this, you can not do this, is after I do the podcast, I upload the podcast, and then I share the podcast on Twitter. So if you ever want to follow, I don't know if you're on Twitter or not, but if you ever want to follow me on Twitter, it's T and then RESONNO. So it's at TRESONNO. But anyway, every day I share the podcast on Twitter, and I use different hashtags. Some days, one thing that I've learned to do is if I see a hashtag that's trending, like something Wednesday, Wonderful Wednesday, I add that, because the more of the trending tags that I use, the more eyeballs come to see the podcast on Twitter. I mean, it don't hurt, so I do that. Now I don't put COVID-19 or nothing like that. But if it's like Wonderful Wednesday or something like that, then I use it. So if you ever on Twitter, if you ever on Instagram, anything like that, and there's like a popular hashtag that you want to use, you should definitely use it so people can see whatever you're promoting or whatever you're talking about, because of course the more people see you, the more eyeballs that see you, they'll go, okay, I see this guy all the time doing this, doing that. I'm going to check it out. Eventually they will come, and eventually they will check out whatever you are, promoting, whatever you are discussing. It's like we always talk about. The more you do, the more you show up. It's like owning a store. If you open every day, I'll tell you a quick story. It was a young lady I knew. Her dad bought her a grocery store. I'm from a small town, real small town. Very small town, 3,000 people. I grew up with 3,000 people. This girl, her dad bought her a grocery store. Well, a corner store, I guess, whatever you want to call it. So dad bought her the store. Now you would think 7 days a week, you think she would be open 5-6 days. I asked somebody how the store was. They said it's terrible. And I said, why is the store terrible? They said, she just picks and chooses when she wants to open. She comes in once, twice a week, sometimes for an hour, sometimes for 6 hours. It just depends on her mood. And I said, that ain't good. And they go, no shit. That's not any good. So eventually her store just went, people just stopped. She would say, I'm open, y'all, and they'd be like, we don't care. We tired of always coming by here and expecting you to be open. You're not open. So it's the one reason why you want to be. This is one reason why you want to be present on a daily basis, a regular basis, and not just coming in every blue moon like, hey guys, check out my link. Hey, check this out. Hey, don't make special cameos. You're not Brad Pitt. Make regular appearances. Be like the sitcom person that's on all 200 episodes of a TV show. Don't be the one that's on 3 episodes. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I try to do one trending hashtag, and that helps. So just remember that. All right. Now we're gonna come back, do a commercial, come back, talk about the next topic, and then we will all go about our merry way. All right. After these commercial breaks. Now, this last segment is going to be quick. As I said before, I know we talked about fear before, but one thing that will cure fear is action, people. Okay? We must be taking action. I know I say this a lot, but I just want to drive home without action. And for one, I don't want you to be like me, because when I first started online, the first 6 months, I took no action. I just, I learned too much, studied too much, overthought everything, and I didn't take any action. So whenever I come in contact with somebody, the main thing I want them to do is as you know how your parents tell you, they go, don't be like me, be better than me, That's what I want for anybody that listens to this podcast. I don't want you to, be paralyzed in fear. I don't want you to be thinking that you can't do something, that, I want you to do the complete. I want you to do the complete opposite of what I did. That's the main theme of this. The complete opposite. Because I laugh now whenever I do the podcast, whenever I write, anything like that. It's so funny now how I thought there was gatekeepers, and I was like, how do I do this? How do I do that? I see all these people, but if you just remove all that nonsense, remove all that BS, and it's just you, and it's just the goal that you want, that's all you have to worry about. That's the only thing you have to focus on. There's no gatekeepers, there's no rule, of course, you want to get to know, of course you want to know your people, you want to get to know your customer, the people that's following you. You want to get to know them. You want to get to know their wants, their desires, things of that nature, of course. But there's not a right and wrong way when it comes to affiliate marketing. There's not a right and wrong way when it comes to starting your own business. Everybody's journey is going to be different. So, but the one thing I don't want you to be is, I don't want you to be paralyzed in fear. I don't want you to be paralyzed in perfection. I want you to realize, no matter where you're at, it was first month, 6 months, 10 years, no matter where you're at, I just want you to realize that you can do it. Now, a lot of people are going to start, but a lot of people are going to fail, because most of the time people fail because they quit. Quitting is, if it takes you if it takes you 20 years to get to whatever you're working on accomplished, then it is what it is. It took 20 years, but you got it accomplished. Everything's not going to happen boom in an instant. So we have to get out of that. We have to get out of that microwave mindset to think that everything's going to happen in an instant. And I know, look, trust me, I've had to, you'll write something and it's like, all right, where's all the I've written stuff on Medium and posted on there, and I go, all right, where's all the people, where's all the claps, where's all the likes, where's my money, man? And you just have to wait. It doesn't. You just make the content, produce the content, put it out there, and it'll come back. People will find it. But the main thing is, just don't be hesitant. Just don't be stuck in neutral. Just don't be in learn mode. Put action behind it. And I'm telling you, some people are going to take 6 months. Some people just, some people are going to take longer. But eventually, if you just don't quit, as we talked about yesterday, and we talked about it all the time, it's the journey. I know I've probably said this too much, but it just needs to be repeated. The journey, it's never ending. I used to think that once I get to this place, boom, that's it. No, boom, it's not it. It's not done. It's never done, because, like I said yesterday, you got to go to make $1 million. Then boom, you make $1 million. Then what? Boom, you probably want to make 10 million. And then you want to help out people. I don't know, whatever. But the main thing is, and I stressed putting the action behind it, because I sat there for 6 months and it was just the biggest, not a waste of time, but it's funny now that you look back on it, because you make mistakes. It's like yesterday. my mother, she was my nephew. He's in college, and nephew's in college. He's a good kid. He hasn't done anything wrong, anything like that. And she called me up yesterday, and she said, yeah, your nephew, I don't know what he got going on, but I got to call him and find out. He's spending money. He spent $150 on blah, 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 blah. Well, come to find out, apparently he has a friend that's makes screensavers for the computer. I have no idea. I haven't talked to my nephew, but my mother said he spent $100 on a screensaver for a computer. And she said, what is he doing? And his dad got on to him. And I said, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. I said, whoa. My brother, who could waste some money back in the day, my brother he could piss money away with the best of them, was chastising my nephew for spending the first time this gentleman has ever, really sort of, if you want to say threw money away. My brother was on him like a dog in heat. And I said, that's funny, because my brother, he must have forgot, because he was the complete, the same way, matter of fact. So it's just funny when people get on the high horse sometimes, But yeah, the main thing is just, don't be fearful. If you are fearful, take action. The more action you take, the better off you'll be. I mean, just, it's like the first time I made a phone call. It's like after 6 months, the first time I made a phone call, and I was in this network marketing company, and I made a phone call, and I was just nervous as shit, and I was like, hello, yes, the guy was like, what? I was like, yeah. Anyway, would you like to buy this product? And he was like, no. And I hung up. And it was over with. And I was like, all right, they can't beat you. They can only just say no. So, that's it for the podcast. If you have fear, if you have any doubts, anything like that, action or put all that aside, And sometimes for some people, some of us, it's harder to overcome than others, but all of us must take action to get to where we want to go. All right? That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Episode 76 is in the books. My name is Tony Rizzano for the Affiliate Party Podcast. And we will talk to you again tomorrow. And as always, everybody, peace.